Hi guys, this is going to be your guitar play along lesson for Runaround 2. I'm going to use power chords in this play along lesson. If you would like to use some open chords that we've gone over, you are welcome to do that. The one major open chord in this that you would have to practice is really the D major open chord, but I'm going to do this based on using power chords. All right, so remember that a power chord, there are two forms of power chords. The E form power chord, where our root note is on the E or the sixth string, and the A form power chord, where our root note is on the A or the fifth string. This song will use both A form and E form power chords. So we're going to be switching back and forth between the two forms here. The four chords that you will use to play this, the four power chords that we'll be using, are D, B, G, and A. And this song has three distinct parts: an intro, a verse part, and a chorus part that we're going to use. And each one has those same four chords, but with different strum patterns. The intro and the verse part have the same chord progression. The chorus part has a different chord progression. So we're going to go over all of those in this play along video. This video is intended for you to stop and move back and forth in and practice and play along. That's why it's called a play along video. Very clever, right? For you to play along and practice with this video. So you can do that in class, out of class, but you're certainly going to be doing it today so that we can be prepared for our performances on Friday. The first part we're going to look at is the intro part. And we'll talk about how to play the chords and how to play the progression, both strum pattern and the order of the chords. All right, so the intro to this song is going to go like this. We're going to play it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the whole intro. Pretty simple. But it gives us some practice, not only moving a power chord up and down the neck of the guitar, but also switching from A form to E form power chords. So loosen up a little bit. Here's how to play that part. All right, so our first chord is going to be a D power chord. And to play a D power chord, in this case, we're going to play it in A form. That means our root note is on the A or the fifth string. All right. And to play a D power chord, just like all other power chords, our root note is going to be our first finger. Our musical fifth is going to be our third finger. And those are always going to be in the same form in these power chords. For a D power chord, our first finger is on the fifth fret of the fifth string. And our third finger, our musical fifth, is on the seventh fret of the fourth string. So find that now. First finger, fifth fret, fifth string. Third finger, seventh fret, fourth string. Got it? Cool. Let's play it. Ready? Let's try it. It should sound like this. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a D power chord. Shouldn't sound muted. We're only playing strings 5 and 4. Make sure it sounds nice and clean. No muties, no. Right? So there's our D, right? So here, the next chord we're going to need to play is a B power chord. And that's going to also be in A form, so we're not going to move our fingers anywhere. We're just going to slide it down the neck of the guitar. And when I say down, what I mean is towards the headstock. Okay? So we're going to slide down 3 frets. So here's our D. Slide down 1, 2, 3. There's our B, right? So for a B power chord, we're still in A form, so our root note is on the A or the fifth string, our first finger. And that's going to be on the second fret of the fifth string, second fret of the fifth string. Is going to be our root note. So our first finger goes on fret 2 string 5, and our musical 5th, our third finger, is going to go on fret 4, string 4. Our third finger is going to go on fret 4, string 4. So find that now and play it with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. It should sound like this. Okay, so that's our second chord. So now we've gone from D to B, and now we're going to switch forms, and we are going to go to G now. G power chord is in E form. The one that we're going to play here is in E form. So we're going to shift from B, which is in A form, our root note's on the A string, the 5th string, to G, which is, our root note is going to be on the E string, or the 6th, so that's E form. So our root note for a G is going to be 3rd fret, string 6. There's our root note, and our 5th is going to be 5th fret, 5th string. So to play a G power chord, first finger, our root note, is going to be on fret 3, string 6. And our musical 5th, our third finger, is going to be on fret 5, string 5. And it should sound like this. Play it with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's our third chord that we need for this song. Our fourth chord is going to also be in E form, so we're just going to slide right up the neck of the guitar. And when I say up, I mean towards our body of our guitar. So we're going to go from G up 2 frets, G, 1, 2, to A. And an A power chord then is played with our root note. This is an E form power chord, so our root note is going to be on the E string. So our our root note is going to be 5th fret, 6th string. First finger, 5th fret, string 6. All right, and our musical 5th, our third finger, is going on the 7th fret of the 5th string. Right. So to play this chord, first finger, fret 5, string 6, third finger, fret 7, string 5. Should sound like this. Ready? Let's play it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can rewind or move anywhere in this video that if you need to re-practice any parts of it. So those are the 4 chords that we need for this whole song. And that is the order of chords for both the intro and the verse part. All right. So for the intro of the song, we're going to play each chord just one time. And we're going to play each chord on the first downbeat. And then we're going to rest for 2, 3, and 4, and play the next chord on the first downbeat again. I'm going to give you a couple of those to practice with that. I'm going to show it to you once, and then I'm going to give you a practice section here so that you can practice just playing that the way it should be played during the song. So here is the intro. It'll sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the whole intro. Okay, so here's a section for you to practice it. I'm going to do it a couple of times so that you can practice it a couple of times, so you don't have to keep rewinding and trying again. Ready? So let's do it together. We'll do it at that tempo. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Get your first power chord. It's going to start on that D power chord, first finger. This is an A form power chord, so our first finger is going on fret 5, string 5, and our third finger is going on fret 7, string 4. There it is. Got it? Here we go. Let's try the intro. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the intro, right? And it's a good practice for switching between the power chords, sliding up and down the neck a little bit, and for switching between A form and E form power chords. So that is our practice for the intro. If you need to keep practicing, just rewind this video and practice it again. Here is how we're going to play the verse of this song. We're going to play the verse of this song, same chord progression, D, D, G, E, but we're going to play it 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay, so I'm going to give you that. I'm going to slow it down a little bit, but that's the strum pattern. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay, here we go. Ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a second, sorry, fooled you. This strum pattern, when we play it in the actual song, it's gonna go 4 times, but I'm gonna give you a bunch of them here. So this is your practice for the strum pattern and the chord progression for the verse of this song. You ready? So here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can rewind that part of the video to practice that as much as you need to until you feel comfortable with it. And now we're going to move on to the next part of the song, which is going to be our chorus. And the chorus progression changes a little bit, and our strum pattern is going to change a little bit. So the chord progression for this, it's going to use the same chords. We're going to use 3 of those chords here. We don't need all 4 of them for the chorus, but we're going to use 3 of them here for the chorus. And those 3 are going to be G, D, G, and we're going to stop on A. Okay, so that's our chorus. So just as a refresher, G, D, G, A, G. First finger, our root note, this is an E form power chord, so our root note is on the E or the 6th string. And so first finger is going on 3rd fret, 6th string, that's our root note. And our 3rd finger, our musical 5th, is going on the 5th fret, 5th string, that's our G, remember? D is going to be A form. So we're going to switch between A form and E form here. We're going to switch twice, actually. So we're going to go from G to our D power chord, which is fifth, our root note. So this is an A form, so our root note's on the A or the fifth string. So fifth string, fifth fret with our first finger, and third finger, the musical fifth, is third finger, seventh fret, fourth string. Same way we played it in the verse and the intro. So, then we're going to switch back to our G, same chord, same spot, same finger position, right? And then from our G, the second time, we're going to slide up the neck in E form just to A, which we played before, which is an E form power chord, or root notes on the E or the sixth string. It's going to be our first finger, our root note is going to be on the fifth fret of string 6, and our musical fifth, our third finger, is on fret 7, string 5. Right? So here is, so that whole thing, and we're going to use the strum pattern that we're going to use is 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 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 1. And that's going to be the end of our song, our chorus, okay? We're just going to hold out that last A, all right? So here is a play along for your chorus. You ready? We're going to do it a little bit slower than that so that we have something we can practice to and get used to. So we'll do it at this tempo. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you can rewind that as many times as you need in order to play the entire thing as many times as you need to get comfortable with it. So that's a practice section for you. All right, so the last part that I'm going to give you here is an entire run through of the intro, the verse, and the chorus. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to play the verse, the intro to the song. I'm going to play one progression of that. So it's going to be not that tempo, but that's the entire intro, right? That's all we need for this song. And then we're going to go into the strum pattern for the verse progression. And the verse progression plays 4 times. All right. So we're going to play that 4 times. And then we're going to go to our chorus progression. Just 1 time, and then we're done. And that is the intro, the verse, and the chorus. All right, so you ready? So I'm going to play this nice and slow so that you can play along with it, and you can rewind this video and play it as many times as you want. So we're going to find our D power chord, which is our first chord that we need. So here we go. Ready? First, so this is an A form power chord, first finger, 5th fret, 5th string, third finger, 7th fret, 4th string. That's our starting spot, right? So here we go. Here is a play along for a verse, for the intro, verse, and chorus. Ready? Nice and slow. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Second progression. So that is a play along for all of the parts of the song. So you can rewind that as many times as you need to play along with it. All right, so you can use any part of this video to practice any part of the song and review any of the chords that you need to play. So happy practicing.